Music. Hello, everybody. This is Tech Talk Tonight, our 4th episode. It's July 5th, 2010. My name is Braden Henze. I'm your host. I'm here with Gavin Ray Camper.
Hello.
In studio, probably for the last time for quite some time, probably, right?
Probably so.
Headed off to the Chi-Town.
Chi-Town.
And joining us via Skype, we have Bradley Clark. Ugh, messed up your name already. How's it going, Brad?
That's all right. What's going on?
Brad, this is your first time on the show.
It
Who
is.
Who are you, and why should we listen to you?
We
You should
shouldn't.
not listen to me. I know nothing.
What's your background there, Brad? How do I know you, first off?
Well, let's see. We went to Rankin together.
That's a
Rode to school for about a year. It's pretty awesome.
Got some computer networking backgrounds in our lives and such.
Yes. I am actually a desktop support tech over in St. Louis for a pharmaceutical company.
As my title would also suggest, I do that, but I don't. So, Gavin, help us out here. What's our first story for tonight?
So we are talking technology stories tonight. The first one is talking about, well, did you guys go to any Independence Day, 4th of July celebrations?
Yes. Brad?
I did, yes.
So did you guys see the fireworks? I guess the point of this is that we're talking about firework technology. Like, do you guys realize how much technology is in these fireworks nowadays? It's pretty crazy. You ever think about that? I don't know.
I do think about that. I've read that type of story before in the past, and knowing that all the fireworks are fired off using computers, and they try to link it up with the sound that is playing at the time. I was at the St. Louis fireworks display, so probably the biggest in the area. They shoot it off from a barge out in the Mississippi, I believe. They have speakers and sound set up with the stage, and they play good old Born in the USA and the Beef, It's What's for Dinner. Andrea would know the composer because she was playing it at the house earlier.
And they design these on computers, right? Like they can it's like Photoshop but for fireworks. You just drag and drop them, and you can see the show as it's playing to music.
I believe it. But from my experience from watching them, I don't think it was actually timed up that well with the music. I know
Really?
my wife would agree with me.
It should be though, I don't know. We're in a day and age that I think this should be happening. I think we should have fireworks that are accurately timed to music. That I think fireworks should be making pictures. What else should they be doing? I don't know. Technology should be in fireworks is what I'm saying.
You don't really see... I don't know. I don't see any new fireworks from year to year. There's different colors that they seem to add, but I don't know. I'm normally unimpressed with fire displays just because nothing is actually on fire except for things way up in the sky that aren't going to hurt me.
It's true. I mean, fireworks are pretty... I don't know. I guess they're impressive because I only see them once a year. If I saw them more than once a year, I don't think I would be very impressed.
You should go to Breeze during Christmas. They shoot off fireworks at Christmas time.
No, I think that's Doug Lidekin's house.
That's Doug Lidekin's house.
His Christmas lights.
I think he is outdone by the Breeze Northside Park with their whole display. They actually do shoot off fireworks every year.
Really? No, they don't.
Yeah,
I think Carlisle has started doing that too for their Christmas parade.
Huh.
Have you been to this Christmas parade, Brad?
I was in it a couple of years, but I haven't been I don't think I went last year.
Did you somehow use
think I skipped it.
technology to shoot off fireworks during the parade?
Yeah, I don't know why. Something they thought they had to do, I guess.
You did it personally?
No, I did not.
Oh, then what good are you?
Absolutely nothing.
All right, you're living up to your promise.
Yeah.
All right, Gavin, kick us off into the next one.
So we are talking new cell phones. What cell phone do you guys have?
Ooh, Brad. Having just gotten a new cell phone and then sent
having
back.
gotten a new cell phone that I no longer have anymore. Kind of
Exactly.
ticks me off. But
Why don't you have it?
well, I had the Droid Incredible. I had it for a weekend, and I went to go ahead and try to use the camera on Monday, take a picture of the storm that was rolling in, and the camera wasn't working.
Hmm?
Yeah, so that kind of pissed me off. But other than that, the phone was pretty cool.
Wait, Droid Incredible. Oh, that's the HTC Incredible. Formerly
It is,
known
yes.
as. Why?
Now they got a new one coming out now. It's the Droid X.
The
It's gonna be
Droid
coming out
X.
soon.
See, I'm starting a new job soon, and currently I have a BlackBerry I bought it about a year ago. But there's a possibility that I'll be able to upgrade to a new phone, or I might be just looking to do it just for myself. It's really a tough market to figure out what kind of phone you want nowadays, because you got the iPhone 4, which is pretty good, but has antenna
problems.
issues. You've got the Droid, which is running Android. Android's a solid operating system, but I feel like the keyboard and the general just elegance of the interface isn't as good on the Android phones as the iPhone. Then you've got the solid Blackberries, which I really like my Blackberry right now. It's got an awesome actual physical keyboard. It's got most of the applications that the other two things have. And yeah, so those are the big three in my opinion. Are there any others that we're leaving out?
You got the Microsoft Kin.
That was just canceled.
Oh wait, that was
Oh.
canceled.
Yeah,
My bad.
yeah, about that.
Did you see the RIP Kin website?
No, I didn't, but that's
was like-
hilarious.
It was like May 2010 to June 2010. You had a great life.
Yes, a great run.
It was good.
I would say I'm a big fan of the Droid, the actual Motorola Droid. I would say go for the Droid 2, since it's got the gigahertz processor. I think it is. But
Yes.
The Droid X, you mean?
no, there is the Droid X, and then there's the Droid 2. There's so many different Android phones out there right now. It's kind of ridiculous.
Well, you should explain what's the difference between those two.
I believe the
because
Droid
definitely don't
X, or no, the Droid X doesn't have a flipped out keyboard. The Droid 2, which I don't think is actually released yet, does.
know. See, but the flip out keyboard, as you're pointing out here, take this, compare it.
Okay.
Right here.
Wait, I have a camera for this.
The keyboard on the BlackBerry is
Except it's not working.
widely
course.
here.
Okay.
I have an over the.
Here. Fun with cameras. There we go.
See, the keyboard on this thing, on the BlackBerry,
Ooh,
is
there you go.
is much better than the keyboard on this, because as you can see, the width of this is much better.
Wait, which one are you saying is better?
The BlackBerry, because
Why?
I can move my hand around here easier than all the way across here. BlackBerry RIM has been making physical keyboards on their phones for decades, so you can't. I mean,
I
they
know
what they're
they've
doing.
been making keyboards longer, but why would you think there's more space on that BlackBerry than the Droid's there?
It's farther to move my thumb, is what I'm saying. See, check this out.
Oh, you don't want to move your thumb.
Yeah,
that
I don't
far.
want to move my thumb.
But don't you need actual space to be able to push down with your thumb?
No, this is actually perfect. Like, I have space enough. I
Let
have
me see
big fingers.
They're curved more. Hang on, go back to me. See, I have issues because there's actually a game on here now that I've been trying to play, and my issue is being able to move the touchpad on this. And getting my little droid guide to jump around isn't easy because of this touchpad on here. But your BlackBerry doesn't even have a touchpad, like a directional pad. How would I play a game on this?
What? Yeah, you can't. Baller in the chat room says he or she has the Incredible, but it has poor battery life.
They make an extended battery for the Droid Incredible now too, which is pretty cool. It's about twice as much
like it's actual
milliamp hours.
actual physical battery that you put in the thing.
Yeah,
Interesting.
But it makes it bigger.
But
it does make it a little. It makes it a little thicker.
Like it would replace the back.
Yes, the battery's a little bigger, so the whole back would have to be replaced.
Interesting.
Probably the Incredible would be about as thick as your Droid there if you put the extended battery on it.
All right, I believe it. I don't
Well-
know anything about it, but I believe it.
I think in general, Android's a good operating system to go with. over the iPhone OS, iOS 4 or something.
None of us have actually played with iPhone though, have we?
I did a tiny bit.
But just a tiny bit. Don't you think you need like a good couple weeks to actually get a good handle on that?
They say it's good, but also AT&T service just is so bad. I mean, just as another example, I was out at the fireworks out in Carlisle, Illinois on Saturday, and we were on the dam watching the fireworks, and Douglas, my friend, both had our Blackberries out. He's on AT&T and I'm on Verizon. And I'm like doing stuff really fast. I'm doing updates. I'm taking photos and uploading them to Facebook, things like that. And he's just trying to like update his Twitter status or something, and he can't even do it because because AT&T is bad everywhere.
Well, I was also, besides the being in St. Louis for the fireworks, I was also out in the Boone Hills of Missouri. And out there I did not have any signal, but that's probably because there is no signal whatsoever to be had out in the Boone Hills of Missouri. Yes. I was able to like walk down the gravel road and hold my phone up in the air to try to update my status everywhere, and that eventually did work, but it was, once again, a very poor signal out in the Boone Hills. Shall we move on from that?
Yeah. I'm chatting, sorry. I'm
chatting? How dare you chat with our actual listeners. Hello, listeners. Thank you for being in our chat room. Brad, you have any interesting stories in tech news that you could talk to us about?
I have no interesting stories. I haven't been on a computer in a couple of days.
But yet you are still qualified to talk on this show.
Oh,
sure.
That's a Doug joke.
Well, speaking of Foursquare and Twitter, how is Foursquare?
Speaking of it, what?
I mean, I don't know.
Let's just jump into it.
But like, Braden and I both are using Foursquare here. Brad, do you use Foursquare or Twitter or any of these like location?
I do not.
He probably would if his phone hadn't broke on him.
Yes, I should get my new one next week though, so we'll see.
There we go. Check out Foursquare, check out Gowalla, and my phone's freezing up on me, otherwise I would have it pulled up here. What are these games, Gavin? What do you do with them?
Well, I mean, that's what a lot of people ask. Like, what's the point of Foursquare? What you actually do...
It's a waste of time.
Wait, is it like Mafia Wars on Facebook?
It kind of is. So your phone pulls your location of where you are right now, and it checks that against a database of like locations that it has. So it'll have like restaurants, bars, stores and shops, things like that. So you click check in, and you can check into the closest location that you are. And there's a point system for going to different places in a day. But one of the most interesting applications is that you can be the mayor of a place. Which means basically if you're there the most often, if you check in the most often, you are designated the mayor in Foursquare. And it has a lot of interesting implications when Foursquare has a lot of users. For example, I think we said on this program before that, for example, a bar might give drink specials to the mayor of that bar because it's advantageous for them to have users coming to their bar and trying to be the mayor.
Now that's specifically on Foursquare, correct?
That's on Foursquare. There's also a competitor, Gowalla. There's also a few other competitors, I believe. These location-based services are really kind of taking off right now. A lot of people think they're the next big thing.
I am the mayor currently at... Oh, man, I wish you could see that. This is the Where the Monsters Are Due, which is the studio, basically. That's a reference to a Twilight Zone episode.
I don't know what that means. But Brad, so are you going to use Foursquare when you get your replacement Incredible?
Yeah, I probably will.
There you go.
You have to now.
Okay. I'm actually on their site currently.
On Foursquare site? Yeah, you can sign up online, and that's kind of how you view all your awards and everything. Actually, a fun thing yesterday, I got an award for being at a place where more than 200 people or something were checked in at. It was
kind of cool.
Being at the Fair St. Louis, and something about being in a temporary flash mob or something. But I got an award for being in a place where everybody else was.
Yeah, and I mean, basically these things you're not actually getting anything. It's really a waste of time.
Yeah.
unless
You're getting badges, which is basically just another little picture, which is basically the same thing as Mafia Wars.
yeah.
You click on little links to make your little numbers go up, and you get to see different pictures, which is basically the same premise for all video games, if you really think about it.
But at the same time, Foursquare also has a lot nowadays, but they may become more popular. So if you're like at a restaurant, someone may put a tip like eat the filet mignon thing or bar two like that.